Welcome to Spark, the podcast where ideas come to life. Join us on a journey of exploration and inspiration as we delve into the world of ideas, dreams, and stories that ignite one's curiosity, courage, and connection. And each episode will uncover fascinating stories, share thought provoking ideas, and ignite that spark within you to pursue your dreams and passions. So get ready to be inspired, challenged, and motivated as we begin this journey together. Let's begin. Our first guest is Anton, a certified life coach specializing in corporate personal development and relationship coaching. He has led workshops for teams at renowned companies such as Gamma Philippines, Sun Life, Manulife, Insular Life, AXA, Crew Life, Shell, and Toyota, to name a few. Beyond coaching, you know what? Anton is an EduCreator at TikTok with a dedicated following of over 180,000 followers and with over 2.8 million views. Wow. His one step at a time mantra led him to big opportunities, such as being a regular resource speaker at ABS-CBN's Teleradio Servisyong Kasalo and TV5's Payong Kapatid segments. On this podcast, he shared his big why in creating value-based content. And let's discover how this very introverted person started out with not stepping outside their house into becoming the person who takes big stages to talk to hundreds, thousands, and millions of viewers both in person and online. So this is something that you might want to sit back and relax as you listen to the first episode of Spark, Stories of Curiosity, Courage, and Connection. Hi, Coach Anton! Good afternoon!
And
Kamusta?
good afternoon, Coach Joy. Okay naman. Ito,
Yeah.
excited to be here.
Me too, Coach. Me too. So first, thank you so much for saying yes to be our first ever guest sa ating surprise podcast, which is Spark. And I really appreciate your time. And ngayong conversation natin, I just would like us to share with the people who will be listening yung stories natin of curiosity, courage, and connection. So, eto, Coach, nakakatuwa to discover that let's start with how we met, no? In the coaching world, during that time, you had not very few, but quite a lot of followers na. But it blew up to a very impressive 181K followers on TikTok. And ito yung nakakalula, di ba? 2.8 million views. So, I know that it sounds a lot right now, but knowing you, you're very kind and very humble. It doesn't really seem na may ganun kang klaseng following. Imaginein mo if you are like that walking in person, may ganun kang karaming tao sa likod mo, di ba? Parang wow, it's overwhelming. But I would like to ask kung how did it all start? Paano ka na nagising ba ikaw isang umaga, then you just grab the phone na parang, sige nga, let's try this?
Yeah, well, yung start niya talaga goes beyond yung TikTok. Kasi I started sa YouTube mga siguro 2 to 3 years before that. Pero hindi nag-pick up masyado yung sa YouTube when I started kasi I didn't know what to do. So if you don't know what to do and then medyo saturated na yung platform, for example, for relationship coaching or personal development. Grabe, di ba? Sobrang dami niyan. Sa YouTube, tapos ang language ko is English yung ginagamit ko, which means hindi lang Pinoy yung tina-target ko during that time. Talagang ang hirap ng katapat mo. But that's where I really started. I started sa YouTube, consistently making videos, mga long, not that long, mga medium, mga 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minute videos sa YouTube. From there, I slowly discovered TikTok. And at first, very resistant ako. Kasi ayoko yung platform nung una. Kasi I didn't
Mm.
understand it. As in,
Mhm.
may mga bitaw pa ako na hindi mo ako makikita sa TikTok. yung mga ganon. No. But I started seeing a few friends and coaches din on the platform. Tapos nakikita ko, sabi ko, parang kaya ko naman gawin yung ginagawa nila. And it's
Mhm.
easier kasi 60-second videos. During that time, talagang limited ang TikTok to 60-second
60,
videos.
yeah.
Ngayon kasi, for some of us, we can go to 10 minutes, ganyan. No, so during that time, 60 seconds, sabi ko, parang mas madali ito. So I tried it. As usual, whenever you try something, pag bago ka pa lang, wala yan. Sa ano pa lalangawin, di ba? Maswerte ka na maka 2, 3 likes ka, no, per video. So no traction at the beginning. But my my goal naman talaga with creating videos ever since, I want to share this, I guess, to everyone, is may tatlo akong goal.
Mhm.
One, to face one of my biggest fears. Kasi creating videos or seeing my face and hearing my voice, no, in a video or an audio, I don't like it. And isa sa mga biggest fears ko yun. Normally, nagsha-shutdown ako, no, pagka ganon. So I pushed myself to step out of my comfort zone to put out a video before. And I just kept putting out the video and took it as a win. So at least meron akong personal wins kahit hindi nag-grow yung channel ko. I knew I was growing as an individual
Mhm.
kasi I was facing my fears
Mhm.
and yung mga insecurities ko, I guess, no, to be more um, eksakto kung ano man. Hindi lang siya fear, eh, may mga insecurities pa ako. So I had to face them. And kaya kahit walang nanonood or walang mga views, walang mga likes, meron pa rin akong sense of win, no, or
Mhm.
victory in what I'm doing kasi it's beyond the likes and the shares and the comments of people.
Mhm.
So isa lang 'yon sa mga reasons. Pangalawa, I really wanted to get my message out there. Parang grabe yung pinagdaanan kasi namin ng wife ko in our relationship. And
Mm.
we learned a lot, we were able to overcome a lot, and we wanted to share it with others. So yun yung second motivation ko to get started and to find a new platform where I can keep sharing.
Mhm.
And lastly, ito isa sa mga big whys ko kung bakit ako nandiyan sa social media, sa TikTok, sa Facebook, sa Instagram, sa YouTube, is because I have two young girls. One is 15, not that young, and one is 10. Uh, but one of the reasons why I keep posting videos is because para siyang library of advice
Hmm.
that I'm giving them. So kahit ano man mangyari sa akin, kunwari lang kunin na ako ni Lord, 'di ba? Hindi ako kakabahan na did I teach them enough? Alam mo yun, was I able to pass on the lessons I learned, the wisdom that I got from studying the Bible, from doing coaching and counseling for many years. So yun, it's a library of advice. So whenever I make videos, I think of my kids. Is this something worth it na
Wow.
panoorin nila, pakinggan nila? Is this something that's going to help them? Kaya it's very personal to me. So dahil sa ang dami kong whys behind what I'm making, bonus na lang talaga yung views. Bonus na lang talaga yung whatever other benefits na meron from having a strong social media presence. So that's the why behind why I got started in social media, and that's still what's keeping me going until now.
It's really heartwarming to listen at malaman kung ano yung why mo. We have very different whys. But yours is tied up to a very beautiful core, which is family. Well, insecurities, of course, overcoming fears. Lahat naman tayo nandyan. Actually, doon ka nag-blow up eh. If you look at your TikTok videos or kahit ngayon sa YouTube, kasi I first saw you or followed you on YouTube with only 1,000 followers or 1,000 subscribers. Ngayon, it's around 4,000, 4,000 basically. And in a span of, I think, 1 or 2 years, that's how you have grown. And it's amazing na ang core mo talaga is because of family. You channeled yung mga challenges niyo before ng April. Pero iisipin mo yung mga sinabi mo sa videos on TikTok really hit the core. So nagamit mo siya into something gold. That pain is what propelled you into giving people that, alam mo na, konting sampal ba sa katotohanan na straight to the point ang mga videos mo, but not in a way that it's challenging. It's in a way that's comforting and also helping us realize na, yes, oo, may pagkakamali ako and I have to look at it this way. Hindi ka yung motivational lang basta eh. I don't think that you're aiming for that. So, ito coach, itong background mo with your big knowledge or your deep knowledge about the Bible, can you share with our viewers saan siya nag-start?
And so, before I became a full-time coach, kasi I was a pastor for 17 years. No,
Wow,
full-time.
17.
Basically, yun lang yung buong buhay ko. So, since 21 years old ako, well, since 18, I've been a worker sa church, became a full-time pastor. 21, became a church planter or local missionary. And was able to travel and live in different places dito sa Philippines and put up churches, work with communities. So very wide yung experience ko. I didn't just stay in one church, didn't stay in one community. I was able to work with people or minister to people in prison. No, again, sabi ko, street kids, students, criminals, smugglers, fishermen, businessmen, CEOs. So malawak yung ano, and I've been doing it for ngayon a total of 20 something years working with people from different walks of life. So plus reading the Bible and studying it for that long. Malaking ano siya eh. Hindi siya bonus, no, pero it becomes like the core of everything na ginagawa mo. It's my perspective on the world, my perspective on coaching, my perspective in every advice that I give, which is comforting din to me kasi I don't have to come up with my own no all the time. I just have to make sure na kung ano man yung naisip ko. Yun lang yung medyo challenging if you're a content creator is also conscious of your faith. I spoke about this with another coach din na very strict Muslim no? Na ganun din sila. Hindi ka lang pwede basta-basta maglabas ng content mo kasi iniisip mo, wait lang, sang-ayon ba to sa faith ko? No, sa akin, sang-ayon ba to sa Biblia? So hindi lang siya yung pwede lang ako makisabay sa mga uso. I have to be aware of that. So that's a huge part of what I do also.
Well, for me, I call it like a lighthouse or a guideline or something na magsilbi na railings mo as you hold it as you journey through creating content and make sure that you're always in alignment sa values mo and sa well basically sa faith. I think that's a deeper way of looking at it. Hindi ka magkakaroon ng ganyang focus or deep content with how it resonates, so kung paano siya nag-hit sa mga tao, kung paano tumatama yung mga nasasabi mo if hindi ka din sure sa sarili mo kung ano yung ilalabas mo. 'Di ba? There's always that connection of what is inside and what our thoughts are, beliefs are, lumalabas yan dun sa mga sinasabi natin and how we deliver it basically. Meron kang guidelines when it comes for yourself when it comes to the content that you're creating kasi kailangan syempre ayon ba 'to sa paniniwala ko, sa faith ko, sa values ko. Other than that, coach, are there other challenges na ano mo, na-encounter mo before? One of the challenges na talagang nag-mark sa'yo and help you maneuver in a way na nagbago or may binago ka sa mga ginagawa mo?
Yeah, challenges madami kasi siguro aside from, yun nga, meron pa akong personal insecurities and fears that I constantly have to overcome, in when I create videos. Um, to be consistent kasi, for example, in content creation, you have to keep stepping out of the box talaga. Kasi sometimes what you used to do no longer works. Nagbabago minsan yung algorithm ng platforms. So content creation yun yung number one challenge ng mga tao. Pag nag-decide na naman magbago yung algorithm, especially with TikTok, it's hindi sila katulad ng other platforms like YouTube na pag mag-change sila, they provide you everything. No, very limited yung binibigyan nila ng information. And sometimes nanghuhula ka, ano na ba yung nangyayari? So, you're always on your toes, always trying to learn something new. Always, you have to be willing to adjust, willing to change. If not, may iwanan ka talaga. So, some of the challenges siguro that I've faced is, one is I did a lot of experimentation kasi I had no guide. So, mahirap talaga siya. When I started, I basically just created a video, posted it, and tinitingnan ko lang, may nagre-respond, wala. Anong gagawin ko next? Hindi ko rin alam. No, so hanap ko sa YouTube ng mga advice ng mga tao na sobrang dami na hindi mo rin alam kung alin yung tama, alin yung hindi.
Mhm.
Plus, it's different, no, doing videos here sa Philippines, it's different from the US. Yung TikTok platform here is very different from there.
Mhm.
So I didn't know anything. I didn't know about proper lighting, sound equipment, editing. So dahil wala akong guide, the challenge of learning and growing was very slow. So isa yun sa ano ko, my learning curve was slow. The only reason why I really grew is nagkaroon ako ng parang bigla ako nagkaroon ng video that really resonated with people. And in 3 months time sa TikTok, I grew to 100,000 since I
Wow.
started. 3 months lang yun yung first 100,000 ko. Tapos, but which is important for everyone to know, medyo malilihis lang ako ng konti, no? Madaming magsasabi na, dito sa TikTok mabilis yung growth. It used to be. Iba na ngayon eh. The algorithm has changed. It's very different from what it was when we started. If I believe na if I started a little bit earlier pa, I could grow to 1 million kung hindi nagbago yung algorithm during that
Mhm.
time. It was so easy to grow to 1 million followers sa TikTok. But 3 to 4 months in, nag-change yung algorithm ng TikTok. And everything slowed down for a lot of creators during that time.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
isa sa mga biggest challenges yun when it comes to being a content creator.
Mhm.
Pangalawa is to make sure lang na everything that I put out, it doesn't come back to bite me someday. No? Isa sa mga
Yeah.
challenges yun na yung nilalabas mo it's well thought of.
Mhm.
Um, Hindi siya bara-bara. It's not just reacting to what other people do. I'm very careful of what I say, how I say it. It's never going to be perfect. magkakamali ako, but I wanted to make sure na alam kong pinag-isipan ko siya. And there were a few videos that I had to take down. Kasi after a while, I realized parang
Hindi siya
kulang or
align.
mali or people won't
Mm.
understand this the right way. So
Ah,
I just decided to take it down kasi parang kulang siya. No? Parang mami-misinterpret nila ito, it will do more harm than good, so I take it down. So I'm very conscious of those things.
mhm.
Kasi nga, I want to be, kung sa branding, I want to be reliable. I
Yeah.
want people
Yeah.
to come to the platform, to my channel, listen to anything, and meron silang mapupulot. I'm the same way actually if you talk to me in real life.
Mm.
Sinasadya ko talaga whenever I go somewhere, um, people get some sort of value when they talk to you. Yung hindi yung pag umalis sila sa'yo, yung parang, ayan, parang nagkasaya ako ng, ng buhay ko dito sa kausap ko. Di ba? Yung, without being too, hindi naman sa parang all the whole time, parang sa coaching mode ka. But you
Mhm.
know, it's a constant and intentional practice of just giving value para may integrity ka rin. Whether or not nasa social media ka or na kausap ka nila in face to face, they meet
Yeah.
you somewhere,
Mm.
walang masyadong magbabago. Siguro mas malinis lang yung content, yung the way I say it,
Of
but
course,
it's not
yeah.
much a change. So those things help, no, doon. Pero yun, I guess some of those challenges are the changing algorithms, constantly stepping out of your comfort zone,
Mhm.
uh, to keep growing, to keep learning sa platform, and having no guide was a big challenge for me.
Well, creativity or creating per se is a constant um, battle with the self of overcoming what is comfortable. So,
Totoo.
so haharapin at haharapin mo siya every time you do it. Even thinking about it of challenge that you'll face. And every time you manage to let's say overcome it kasi yung iba iniiwasan, iba
Mm.
'yon. Pero as you overcome it, you grow into a different person. Different in a way na hindi totally you, but different like you're not as you used to be, but in a better way because you're basically uncovering this side of yourself na dati hindi mo akalain na magagawa mo. Let's say for example, coach, on a lighter note of that kind of journey, sa editing mo, coach, lighter lang na muna. So sa editing mo, coach, kasi dun ko napansin dati it's just basic facing your selfie. Parang, okay, put your phone and then record, ganyan. Use CapCut para sa ano yun, sa captions and then basic whatever, transitions, cropping, and then post. Ngayon, iba na. Well, basically, I understand kasi nagkakaroon ng different trends. But for you to really learn how to use it. Of course, I know you don't have an editor as of yet. Ikaw lahat 'yan. Lahat 'yan, lahat ng background mo, lahat ng sine-setup mo, ikaw 'yan. So, how did you embrace that kind of challenge na, "Sandali, learning curve na naman 'to, eh." I don't think it's easy kasi I used to edit videos. Well,
Yeah.
I edit videos. I know it's not easy. Yung parang dating mabilis na proseso, biglang dadagdagan mo ng maraming steps. So, paano mo natulungan yung sarili mo? What helped you, coach, dun sa pag-embrace ng ganong klaseng editing?
Siguro one big thing that helped me is to understand one win at a time. Meaning when I started content creation, so I created the video like I mentioned kanina. My views o wala, my win was okay, nakagawa akong video. I put myself out there. Win.
Mhm.
No, so after that, sabi ko okay, medyo pangit yung medyo pangit yung video ko. Sabi ko, so, ayusin ko naman yung background ko. And pangit pa rin siya eh. Kahit nung inayos ko na lang compared to now, it's much better. Pero At least I improve one at a time. And hindi ko na na-stress yung sarili ko if it's not exactly the same as what others do. 'Di ba? And so I improve one at a time on the job. Meaning, as I kept creating, I kept learning, I just kept improving along the way. And yun din naman yung advice nung karamihan sa mga napanood ko. By the way, just want to mention to people, very low budget kasi yung sa akin. I mean, I didn't have a lot of money. Akala naman kasi maputi ako, akala mo daming pera nito. 'Di ba? No, I didn't have any money. I came from being a pastor.
Hey guys, just a quick word from our sponsors, Zoom.ph and DMark Solutions. Zoom.ph makes it simple to create a professional online presence. With their cloud web hosting, your personal website will run smoothly and load quickly, giving you an edge in today's competitive digital landscape. They can offer domain registration services so you can secure your unique online identity. And if you're ready to take things to the next level, Zoom.ph also offers dedicated cloud servers that provide extra power and reliability for your growing brand. When it comes to standing out online, DMark Solutions has the expertise that you need. They specialize in digital marketing strategies that are tailored fit to your personal brand, helping you reach your audience and grow your influence without breaking the bank. So why wait? Start building your personal brand with Zoom.ph and DMark Solutions today and watch your online presence sparkle. Now, back to the show. Is part of the process. Hindi lang yung mismong creating. So, bawat step na yun is, let's say, level up or let's say a check in the box na, okay, we're done with this now. It's a different kind of, I call it monster pero a different kind of
I stepped out. I have no other job. I have two kids. I have zero savings. Zero. No, yung mga nagsasabi na enroll ka dito, enroll, hindi ko talaga kaya. Hindi siya sa may problema ako sa mindset ko, no.
Kaya mindset and reality na naman
may mga ganyan eh. Hindi siya sa may problema ako sa mindset ko. Wala talaga akong pera pang-enroll. I mean, I'm choosing between anong kakainin namin, may pang-enroll ng kids ko sa school or mag-enroll ba ako sa mga program. So,
na wala kaming kakainin.
Oo, 'di ba? Low budget talaga. I was using a phone that was passed down to me by my mom. Kasi late ako sa technology. I used to use those makikita yun sa edad ko, no. Yung keypad, yung mga Nokia.
Yeah, no.
So I didn't like phones. I didn't like smartphones. Kahit nung nakatira ako sa Bicol. And then I transferred back here sa Manila. Nabigay sa akin yung old iPhone 6 ng mom ko. That's how I grew my first 100,000 followers.
Nice.
With an old iPhone 6 na sira yung front cam, ano ba to? Front cam, yung nakatapat sa'yo.
Oo.
Yun lang yung camera na gumagana.
Ah.
I had no editing software except yung TikTok itself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I edited. No, sa YouTube naman I used to use Filmora. No, so and I medyo marunong ako gumamit ng mga Premiere pero ayoko kasi alam ko mag-overthink lang ako pag sobrang daming features. You know what I mean? Pag mas madaming options hanggang bukas ako mag-edit. No, so I started overcoming them one at a time lang. And I took them as a win. So kung mapaganda ko ng konti yung background ko for a few videos, okay, that's my win for now. I'll take that. After a while, I realized, okay, I need either a better mic or ganito, ganyan. So I just kept improving, kept learning. Most of the things I learned are free. 99% of the things that I know now, I learned for free. Kasi yun lang yung kaya ko talaga nung time na yon. So I kept learning, kept changing, kept experimenting. Minsan naka-discourage din kasi I would try something new, put in all the effort, all the editing, Tapos konti lang yung alam mo yun? Tapos hindi
Oo.
naman pala parang grabe pinag-aksayahan ko 'to usually ang process ko kasi should be about 30 minutes. Kung gusto kong pagandahin talaga about an hour. Anything
Mhm.
more than that para sa akin medyo highly stressful.
Sobra na.
So hindi na siya worth it kasi mahirap eh. I have when it comes to short form content kasi you post a video dapat every day. I used to post 2, 3 times a day. May time na sobrang sipag ko. So kailangan yung process ko is very quick and sustainable siya. So if
Mm.
I'm editing 3 hours a day, anong gagawin ko pa sa buhay ko? Di ba? Ubus na yung yung araw ko, 3, 4 hours a day editing. Hindi pa kasama yung pag-shoot mo, yung pag and
Mm.
everything else. So it has to be you focus on small wins. That's the ano dito. You take one win and enjoy that. And then kung may ma-realize ka, may ma-improve ka pa, just keep improving. Sabi nga ni Mr. Beast, create, ano ba sabi niya, 100, 1,000 videos and improve something every time. And eventually, you'll just get better. So parang ganun din yung approach na ano. Kasi that's very practical, very simple, doable, and not that stressful.
Tinamaan ako dun sa one win. Kasi usually we focus on big wins. Gusto natin na may maganda agad na reaction. So I like how you said that, coach. Kasi ikaw yung nandun sa journey and hindi lang ako nakakita, a lot of people have seen you grow. And it hits differently when you share it with us na, yeah, parang 1%, no? 1%, sige, 1%, another, tas mag-accumulate na lang siya over time. It's nice to say that you also focus on, yung tulad ng sinabi ni Mr. Beast, 100 videos, then gawin mo na yung improvement after. But it's important, mahalaga pa rin na may gawin ka muna. Kaysa
Yes.
ma-stuck ka dun sa
Oh, yung
nag-break.
perfection kasi natin can be procrastination, no, if it
Mhm.
stops you from doing something. So kailangan aware tayo doon. Is this perfection or is this procrastination? Well, if it's stopping you from starting, from if it you keep pushing na yung dapat mong gawin, hindi na perfection yun. Di ba?
Hmm. Mhm.
Procrastination na yun, kailangan mo na umamin sa sarili mo na wait lang. And another thing that helped me also is I attended a seminar before and may sinabi yung speaker doon na that I think helped me a lot. Ang sinabi lang niya is parang okay na. Sometimes yung okay na is that's it. It's good enough. Put it out there. Kasi ang hinahanap natin is kailangan perfect na siya. It should be the best
Oo.
of the best, at least for me, para ilabas ko siya. Sabi niya hindi. Pag dumating ka sa point na okay na siya, go ahead, put it out there. So, nung naintindihan ko yon, that's when I started putting out more and more videos. And may mga times pa nga na may problem yung TikTok platform and yung phone ko na every start ng video ko, somehow may glitch siya na yung first 15 seconds ng video ko, mahina yung boses ko, tapos bigla siya lalakas. Sa akin lang yun. No, pero it's only connected dun sa platform lang din. So, may series ako of videos na pangit lahat ng first 15 seconds ko, which is the most important sana, di ba? Kasi mahina yung boses ko, tapos biglang tataas siya. So, mga ano yon, months, 2, 3
Wow.
months, as in, every single day, I create a video. So, ganun siya, at least 60, 70, maybe even close to 100 videos kasi may times na
Wow.
sunod-sunod talaga, 2, 3 times a day ako gumagawa ng video. But that's it. You just put it out. You have to take your wins. And if
Mhm.
you're dapat talaga ang first win mo dyan is just to put out a video. Yun na yun. Pangit, okay lang. Pangit yung sound, okay lang din. No? Basta ang ingatan mo lang talaga always is what you say.
Yeah.
Yun,
Oo.
yun lang yung dapat bantayan mo. Whether or not maganda yung quality ng video or not, what you say is important.
Mhm.
Kasi, again, I built yung first 100,000 followers ko with nothing but content, yung actual ano lang talaga, laman nung sinasabi.
Mhm.
Pangit yung video, pangit yung audio, 'di ba? Pero when the content itself, the lesson or whatever it is you're sharing is either it's entertaining, it touches people,
Mhm.
connects with people, they will still follow it. Tapos they appreciate na lang na umaayos yung video mo along the way. Uy, gumanda
Oo,
na yung
maliit
sound.
na bagay na
Uy, gumanda na yung sound mo ah. Uy, gumaganda na yung background mo. May mga nagko-comment ng gano'n. Very few, pero meron din mga nakakapansin nung changes. But alam mo, until now, I can repost some of my old videos. Yung my videos that has the most views. No, I have a video with 1.8 million
Mhm.
views.
I think it's
Um,
about yung, rejection 'no?
Oo, yung mga
Think
kasi yung
about
mga
rejection.
ganyan maano grabe mag-connect sa mga tao. And it's not high quality, not high quality. Talo pa niya lahat ng mga mas ano ko,
Yung recent
mas
mo na coach, yung recent
na mga
videos.
maayos-ayos na yung ano. So it really is in how you connect with people and if it's relatable to them.
Ooh, that hits differently 'no coach, na sometimes you're really, just in your head, lahat nung mga bulong mo nandiyan lang, but it's not really something na dapat pagtuunan, eh. Nakakapigil pa nga yun sa flow mo na parang, "Sayang, sana ginawa ko na lang pala." But, nagawa tapos na yung momentum. But the thing is how you get back up again. That's the question, eh. How would you push yourself in overcoming that creative block or let's say that fear or insecurity na na i-overcome mo siya and goal mo is that 1%. I'm sure that you have experienced that before, eh. What do you usually do? Is it something that you have a support group na? Meron ka ba parang family or ikaw na lang ba mag-isa na nagpu-push sa sarili mo? What's that trick that you do? Ayokong gamitin yung trick, pangit yun. Pero what's that? What's that intentional action na ginagawa mo, coach?
Well, it definitely helps to have a support group, no? Pero even when I started, wala naman akong mga gano'n aside from my wife, my kids, na ever supportive sa akin, no? Pero um, I didn't really have a circle um, people around me helping, especially sa content creation.
Mhm.
Pero I always parang sa akin kasi, ano ba yung titinan ko yung benefits eh. Okay, in the long run, pag tinuloy ko ito. Kasi I had very few options. When I started as a coach, for example, I didn't have any more extra funds to get additional certification. Kasi mahal, 'di ba?
Oo.
Taas ng ano eh, to get extra certification. So I also, since I was doing a little bit of social media na during that time, although hindi pa ganun kalaki, um, I thought, okay, pag pinagbuhusan ko to, this is another path. It's either I do all the
Mhm.
certifications, pero as of now, I want to, pero I didn't have the budget to do it. So here's something I can do for free. Kakainin lang talaga niya yung oras ko. But it will also give me something that will benefit my coaching business in the long run, which is social
Hmm.
proof. No? And
Yeah.
doon ako tumutok. So I know the benefits na magagawa ng social media being having a strong social media presence in different platforms. So when I realized na okay, importante ito. Now I have to just start something. No, and I just need to keep pushing and pushing. And one thing that really helped me is I always think na behind my limiting beliefs, every time I challenge, I overcome a limiting belief, an
Mhm.
opportunity opens up.
Ay, true.
No,
Gets ko yan,
so
coach,
isa
yeah.
sa mga biggest realizations ko yan eh. Bakit? Kasi, again, nung bata ako, extreme introvert ako eh. Hanggang ngayon naman, kaya ko hindi lumabas eh. Like, for example, I was in a party last night with my
Mhm.
neighbors. And the only reason why I was there kasi yung daughter ko became friends with mga anak nila. No,
Mhm.
but we have been neighbors for what 30, 30 plus years. No, and itong recently ako nakapag-connect with them, and even yung isa pang neighbor, sabi, hindi pa kayo magkakakilala. Sabi ko, no, kasi hindi ko lumalabas talaga. Kasi extreme introvert ako. And I didn't like being in front of a camera.
Mhm.
So when I finally faced that fear, that limiting belief, sino makikinig sa akin, sino naman manonood sa akin.
Mhm.
No, those negative thoughts or self-limiting thoughts. When I faced those, I realized na grabe yung nabuksan na opportunity sa buhay ko. This last year lang until now, I became a regular resource speaker for ABS-CBN na teleradyo weekly.
Mhm.
And ngayon, pati yung TV5 na Good Morning
Tayong
Kapatid, yung
kapatid.
Payong Kapatid, no? So, if I did not step out of yung comfort zone ko and face yung limiting belief, hindi mag-open up yun.
Definitely,
No,
Lord.
kasi galing yun sa TikTok videos eh. Yung
Mhm.
researchers
Yun yung
nila
proof.
followed me on TikTok, liked what I said, connected me to yung mga producers nila and everything.
Yeah.
And 'di ba, kung pag tiningnan mo saan nanggaling 'yon, I would say through God's grace, I was able to overcome a limiting
Mhm.
belief. When I overcome a limiting belief, there's an opportunity that opens up.
Mhm.
So if you think of it that way, madami ka bang limiting beliefs? Well, ganun din kadami yung opportunities na nag-aantay sa'yo. No, so,
Nakakilig na ako. So, mag-iisipin mo, it's scary, but it's a good kind of scary.
and
Parang,
yung mga pinapangarap mo sa buhay mo, hindi siya ganun. Most people think na yung mga dreams natin are so far away. Like years and years and years and years na kailangan mong ano para marating yon. Well,
mhm.
most of them are just a limiting belief away. Now, if you get what
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Mm.
not that far. It's just there behind the limiting belief. Once you deal with it, it opens up. And
Seems lang. Oo.
if you think of it that way, nakaka-excite tuloy harapin yung mga limiting beliefs. So I surf, I free dive, especially nung nakatira pa ako sa Camarines Sur. Um, why do I do that? Kasi one of my fears also is to be in deep water. So mahilig ako mag-swim, pero pag nilagay mo ako sa dagat na malalim, takot na ako.
Mhm.
And I kept pushing yung sarili ko to face the fears, limiting beliefs, insecurities. Kasi nga parang feeling ko there's always something behind it. There's always
Yeah.
something good, something beneficial, something that will help me in the long run. And it's just hiding
Yeah.
behind these things. Parang nilagay yan ni Satanas dyan sa buhay natin.
Yeah, plano niya yon.
No, kasi alam niya it will keep you there. So if you start
Yes.
seeing your limiting beliefs that way, parang mas magkakaroon ka ng motivation to face them. Kasi hindi
Mhm.
na siya yung, ay, ma-overcome ko lang siya. No, there's actually something waiting for you behind it. No,
Yeah.
something that will really help you in the long run, will open up doors sa buhay mo, yung dream life mo becomes closer or easier to achieve because of it. And ako, I've experienced it.
Thank you, Coach, for reminding us. Kasi that in itself, yung fears, insecurities, any doubt that you have about yourself is truly parang placed there to stop us from becoming who we truly are. I think you get that kind of ano, no, parang yung idea. Meron nga akong paniniwala na the bigger the doubt, the bigger the reward. So even a small doubt can lead you to a reward. It's still something good behind that doubt. But it takes a lot of energy. Kahit maliit na doubt or malaking doubt, yung amount of energy is the same as letting it or allowing it na nandyan lang yung doubt and overcoming it. So parang, anong pipiliin mo? Yung hirap na same, pero forever? Or yung hirap na same amount, pero after doing it, there's a different kind of muscle na mas, alam mo yun, yung muscle strength mo to overcome another doubt. It keeps you going and opens up a lot of doors. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. I don't know with other people, no, coach, kasi naintindihan ko yung sinasabi mo na parang um, yung mga doubts na nilagay diyan, may silbi yan to keep us here. Akala natin to keep us safe, but no, to keep us just as is, to keep us from growing. So, naalala ko lang dun sa experiences ko na I'm usually the person na nagpapaka-safe. Nandiyan lang ako. Oh, I'm good. Pero recently, I'm trying to step out of that box. And I get you when you say na you keep on challenging those kinds of fears. Kasi that's the only way out of the box that you're parang assuming that you are in. And true enough, na every time I do something na grabe yung fear talaga, coach. There's always that fear to be hurt, to be betrayed, to be shamed, 'di ba? Alam mo na, ang dami pang sumusunod diyan eh. But if you get out of your head and just do it, and then allow mo na lang, well, yeah, I agree. Totally agree with God's grace. Kasi yun naman talaga eh. For some who don't believe, we respect, of course. But that's something na you just don't have an idea how to explain, but it just works, 'di ba? Parang if you allow it to happen. And true enough na ikaw talaga napakita mo sa amin how you overcame your fears, yung challenges mo, and use that to build something that first is ang ganda ng goal mo eh. Let's go back to the goal that you shared, yung legacy mo for your kids. I think that's so beautiful na setting aside yung fear mo na baka pag nawala ka na, wala. But going to that core na this is for your daughters, 'di ba? These things that you do are for your daughters. And then of course yung goal mo about sharing how you learn to value and cherish your relationship with your wife, si April, 'di ba? It's a work in progress. Relationships are hard enough. And overcoming those challenges, kailangan talaga natin ng mga tao to let us know na it can be done. Parang you can overcome that. And this is what worked for us. So maybe it can work for you, or at least give you an idea na, yeah, basically it can be done. Just have faith. And then the one that you initially said about why you're doing it is to overcome all those insecurities. So it's a constant thing that you're proving. Rather than proving, at least it's showing or just being you, helping us to understand na, yeah, it can be done. Then, in line with this, coach, gusto ko lang din malaman from you, what did you discover about yourself dito sa buong journey mo? From being a pastor for 17 years, overcoming all those challenges, then having that busted phone. Isipin mo, selfie lang, selfie camera lang ang gumagana, and then basic lang. All of those things from that period up to now, what have you discovered about yourself dun sa proseso mo?
Siguro, one of the biggest things is you have to make the most of what's in front of you. Yun talaga yung ano, kasi madaming ups and downs ako sa buhay eh. So sobrang dami talaga. And what happens is sometimes kahit pag nandun ka sa down, of course gusto mong bumangon ulit. And it's always overwhelming. Or when you're starting out, diba? Starting something new. For example, ngayon, to be honest with everyone is yung TikTok ko, naghihingalo na naman. It happens every every time may mangyaring change. You have to figure
Mm.
out something. All of a sudden, you get maliit na kasi ngayon yung 3,000, 2,000 views. That's very little for somebody who has, who used to get 20, 30, 40,000, 200,000, 1 point
500,
something
yeah.
million, di ba? Na mga views. So with that, I have to start again. And whenever that happens is I have to make the most of what's here sa harap ko whenever I'm starting. Ano na ba yung meron ako? Kasi minsan
Mm.
may tendency tayo to keep looking for things that we don't have to achieve things that hindi pa naman natin kailangan i-achieve. Alam mo yun? Yung, kasi kunwari may staircase, di ba? Or may bundok sa harap mo that needs
Just to
like
walk.
1,000 steps to get to the top.
Yeah.
That was very challenging siya. So normal sa atin before tayo mag-take ng step 1, pinaghahandaan na natin yung 999 steps
Oo.
all the way up to the peak and feeling natin we need everything na agad,
Oo
'di
nga.
ba? To get there. Pero most of the time it's not really like that. I believe in what I learned with everything that I've done is that I might not be ready for the step, even hindi nga lang step 900 eh. Maybe I'm not ready for step 8, step 7, step 6. Maybe I'm not ready for step 3. Pero one thing I realized is that I have everything I need to take the next step parate. No, so God has equipped me with everything that I need to take just that next step. And that's, I think about the future, pero that's my focus is always ano yung next step lang. So
Mhm.
when I started sa social media, even with my coaching, even with the talks that I do, yun lang eh. I looked at what I had and I looked at the next step na parang, I have enough. I have enough to do this next step. Kung ano man
Mhm.
yung kulang dyan, Lord, tulungan mo na ako. But I know I have enough for this next step. So I keep taking the next step. And then the next step. And then the next step. And then we realize mo after a while, okay, malayo-layo na rin yung narating mo. No, there's still
Mhm.
so much. I'm still not ready for the 800, 900 step. Nakakalula pa rin siya tingnan. Nakaka-overwhelm pa rin if I think about it. Pero I believe I have everything I need always to take that next step. So that's one of siguro yung in everything in the process no of what I learned. It's always like that.
Mhm.
Whatever it is na nandiyan na sa harap mo, gather all your current resources na meron ka. Na stop looking for everything else na hindi mo naman kaya pang ano ngayon. Take that and give your best to whatever God lays out in front of you, yung next step. Just make sure na sa next step na yun, you're giving your 100% because it always opens up the next one. And then it just keeps continuing on. And marirealize mo like the last month, um, I was talking to si Chang Ami Perez sa
Mhm.
teleradyo. And I talk to her almost every week. Every week na talaga. No, since this year, start of this year, every single week. And then alam mo may realization ka na wait lang. Ito yung
Sang-abi 'to, eh.
parang pinapanood ko to noon sa palibhasa lalaki nung
Oo.
bata ako. No,
Akala
and then and I'm here, it's televised, you're in radio. And this was something a few years ago when I started coaching, nakikita ko yung iba, parang wow, buti pa sila may ganon. And then
hmm,
I'm here,
'yan,
'di ba? I'm here. Alam mo yung wow, thank you Lord. Parang
realization.
may realization ka na ang layo pa rin ng pwede marating, no? Pero
Malayo
yung
na, pero malayo, malayo na.
and I never took huge steps. It was always one small step here, one small
Mhm.
step there, one another step here. Ganun lang siya talaga. It was just a series of small steps. And it's not that overwhelming.
Wow. Such a powerful closing, coach. One step. And I'm sure that a lot of people na makikinig nito will take so much value bombs dahil sa mga na-share mo, and basically just showing up here and showing up as you are. Malaking bagay yon that people see beyond what they see on the million views or followers on TikTok, na behind that is a person na talagang pinagdaanan yung mga challenges na yon because of the big why. Yun yung nag-push sa'yo into making sure that you are here at this moment na dati hindi mo akalain that you'll be on big stages or basically on screens. Hindi lang stage eh. Screen talaga eh. So, that is such a huge testament dun sa bagay na if you really take your time, focus on your game, then you'll reach your goal. Most especially if you have all the things that you need to take with you. Hindi lahat pala, but all the necessary things that you need to take with you to reach that next step. And of course, God's grace. Thank you so much, Coach Anton.
Welcome
I'm
and thank you
sure,
rin kasi na-enjoy ko rin yung ano. Ang bilis nga ng oras, hindi ko na napansin.
oh nga natin na parang, what? Ito na. And bago tayo magpaalam, I'm sure that a lot of people like me would like to know kung paano ka namin ma-reach out, where we can find you. And I think you have something to share with each and everyone na sa totoo lang, maraming may kailangan nito. So, go ahead, Coach.
And well, first, if you want to follow me, it's at Anton M. Reyes. M kasi si Mendoza yung middle. Ang dami kasi Anton Reyes. So, Anton M. Reyes sa YouTube, sa TikTok, sa Instagram, hindi na sa Facebook kasi nawala ko yung sarili kong pangalan sa Facebook. Hindi ko alam na pag pinalitan mo pala siya, hindi mo na yan makukuha ulit.
Oh
Oo.
yeah. Mm.
So, sa Facebook, it's Anton Reyes Personal ang nakalagay doon. I have to change it into something more creative, pero sa ngayon, yun lang muna. No, but I'm most active sa Facebook sa ngayon. So if you want to reach out, pwede doon. I have a program itong March 18 na, so medyo but
2 days. Yeah.
you can join naman even if nag-start na siya kasi it's a program called JUMPSTART. It's a content creation for beginners. As in beginners. If you're someone who has no idea of how to get started, or maybe you have a little bit of an idea, pero ang dami mo rin again, mga limiting beliefs, or how do I do this, how do I do that? It's for you. This is for you. No, pag experienced ka na, wag na. Kasi this is really for beginners talaga. No, kasi ayoko naman may mag-enroll doon tapos magsisi siya, di ba? It really is for beginners, people who's just starting out, who want to figure out how to get things rolling sa content creation, how to figure out yung story nila, and how to connect that story to what other people want to hear, want to see. No, that's something that resonates to other people. So we'll talk about that, discovering yung unique story mo, where I'll
Mhm.
share about not only your wins, but a lot of it has to do with your failures. No, it's how
Wow.
people really follow you. It's not the wins, eh. It really
Totoo
is in
yan.
the failures and in the struggle. So pag-uusapan natin yan doon, how to create script, 'di ba? How you lay out yung mga sasabihin mo so people can easily understand you, follow you, all the way to basic attention grabbing editing. Simple Pero something to get you started, yung hindi ka ma-overwhelm. Yun yung goal nito. It's to get you started na hindi ka overwhelmed and you're just able to put out video after video every day or every week kung ilang beses mo man gustong gawin, and to set you up with a strategy that will grow your audience from 1,000 followers up. So that's what
Wow.
the program is. It's a 1-month program. 1-month program siya. Sabihin ko na rin ba kung magkano? Check nyo na lang.
Sa link na lang, hanapin niyo yung link.
Sa link na
It's
lang.
truly worth it.
Ang dami kong kaibigan na content creator, sabihin ko sa inyo, isa na ito sa pinakamura na kasi isang
Totoo
buwan.
yan.
Isang buwan siya. And the reason why it's priced that way is because I understand how most people feel. No, kung wala kang pera, naghahanap ka na somebody to guide you, ang hirap. So I priced it very low. It's 1 whole month of accountability and guidance. And first batch ito, so I'm not expecting a lot of people. Kaya very hands-on talaga ito. Para na rin ang one-on-one coaching ito sa konti ng tao kasi I'm not expecting a lot. I didn't promote this too much. I just want to get it. Again, small steps, di ba? Pinag-usapan natin. Small steps just to get it started. Sabi ko kahit 3, 2, mapaisa man yan, I would run it. Kasi again, I apply what I shared here. I start with small steps. No, so if you're interested to join, it starts March 18. The videos naman will be recorded. So may weekly siya na challenges, weekly live video calls and teachings. Plus, may mga content ako on editing na nakasave. So, you can access it if you want to improve yung video editing mo. And the sessions will be recorded. So, kung hindi ka maka-enroll, like, let's say, hindi ka naka-join ng 18, you can watch naman the video and habol ka na lang.
Yeah.
So, yun.
Thank you so much, Coach, for sharing. I'm sure marami pang hahabol dyan, even mag-start ka ng 18. For those who want to reach out and join the lesson, join the JUMPSTART Batch 1, the link is in the description. And reach out to Coach Anton if you would like to follow him on his socials. It's all on our description dito somewhere. But as I was saying, Coach, what is one message that you would like to share with everyone?
Closing message. And hindi ko na pag-isipan to. Sa dami na sinabi ko. Siguro ano lang talaga, it's put yourself out there. No, God created you for a reason. There's a message that you can share that only you can share. So, huwag mo sarilihin yan. No? But put yourself out there talaga.
Thank you so much for that. Salamat for those who are listening, and I hope you keep on tuning, lalo na sa susunod natin. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye!
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Spark, Stories of Curiosity, Courage, and Connection. We hope you found inspiration and insight that ignites your curiosity and fuels your passions. Don't forget to subscribe to our video podcast for more thought-provoking discussions and interviews. Keep sparking those brilliant ideas, and until next time, stay curious and keep dreaming big.